Oh, right. The double header. All right. Will have to be Berkey. Or the Kirsch. Let's give it to the Kirsch. And I can piggyback Berkey on that. I think they're both in the minors for the playoffs. All right, let's build a bespoke lineup. I won't worry about the A's so much. Donovan I should probably sit because he's only a C. But I do want to try this. So we'll play a few innings. Go all lefty. I don't know if I'm doing that, then I need McKinstry somewhere. And I've got Julian and Kepler. Kepler play center field? Yes, he did. That makes Julian. All right. Actually, no right. He never hits and runs with Ernie. All right, he's got a 400 season on the line here. Didn't really notice that. So does Nathaniel. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Right field? Oh, wow. Okay. 441 opposite field. Yeah, he can do that. He's going to be another guy that I wind up disliking. Takes him 9 hours to get around the bases. He's got to do 16 dances all the way around. Cap will shoot 571 in limited action. The old guy and the kid are working good together. I like Kershaw. I was never a massive Kershaw fan. I always wanted to get him when he was a superstar. I wanted to get him before he was a superstar, actually, but didn't work out. But I've never really cheered for him like I do for Scuba, Crochet, Johnny Lester, Mark Burley, CC Sabathia. Those guys are my faves. I'm not even left-handed. Not even a pitcher. Although I would get in the odd game from time to time when things are out of hand. Throw that 75-mile-an-hour cheese up there. Pumping it up there at 78. Dropping Nuxie on them. No breaking stuff at all. Just all sinkers and knuckleballs. Could never get the hang of a changeup. Oh, don't fuck me on this. When I pitched, the ball would get hit so hard that, especially on like pop-ups and stuff like that, right over the mound. Not pop-ups, but like fly balls. You could hear the seams like whistling. When I played till I was like 21. So, quite a few levels away from what this is. There was there's kind of like a pseudo minor leagues. It's called the Intercounty Baseball League. Wasn't quite good enough for that, but I probably could have held my own-ish. I would have probably been one of the worst players in the league, but I don't think I would have embarrassed myself. Yep, fuck me on that one too. That's weird. I hope they get that figured out. It's okay if it happens in this where it doesn't matter at all, but that's a bunch of times it's happened today. It totally replays the whole play instead of the result that's already showed up. That's messed up. Yeah, so when I was we were playing junior, which is like 18 to 22, 23, something like that. 18 to 22, I think. I was on a real good team. And first year I didn't play a whole lot. But I'd get to pitch when we were kicking the hell out of somebody. Which happened quite a bit because we did win the Ontario Championships that year. In B Division, which is one step down from A Division, but we kicked the shit out of the A Division winner too. We played them in a 3-game exhibition set, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, before the season started. It was Brantford, by the way, who won and we smoked them. They didn't stand a chance. So I widely consider my team the best team in Ontario that year. Not because of me, that's for damn sure. But yeah, it was at least on it. It was good enough to be on it. It was good enough to have a role. Whether that was just clowning around on the bench, keeping everybody loose, or backing up at a bunch of different positions. Got to catch a few games. Mostly played second base. Played third in the city championship final and played really good. I've never really played third base before. What's going on with that? The computer's gone screwy. Too much baseball for the day. Why is Perkins blue, but not overused? Yeah, why isn't he down to 170? Qu'est-ce que c'est? I didn't start hitting until second year when I started trying to go the other way. It was the same when I played fastball, which is the underhand fast pitch. I didn't start hitting until I started trying to go the other way. Every time I tried to pull it, I would just roll over on it. It took me a couple years to figure that out, despite the manager telling me a million times. Our pitching staff in that first year junior was disgusting. It was 4 dudes who probably threw low 90s for sure. One guy probably threw mid 90s with just the nastiest splitter you ever saw. The guy probably. And 2 other guys who threw low 90s. One guy pitched in the gold medal game for Team Canada in the Panama games, the Pan Am games, and he pitched a no-hitter. Don't know who it was against. I think it might have been against a Central American team. It might have been against Panama or Guatemala or something like that. He was a savage, though. He was fucking... He was also a really good hockey player. He played junior hockey. And when we went to Cops Coliseum to see his team play, he told us all he was going to get the Gordie Howe hat trick. So the first thing he did was he got in a fight to get that one off the books. And while he was serving his... Because it was... He got 5 for fighting. He got 10-minute misconduct for being an idiot. And so we sent him down an ice cream. And like an ice cream sandwich in the penalty box. And his coach was Orville Tessier, the guy who used to coach for the Chicago Blackhawks. And then when when Jason served out his penalty, he got benched for the rest of the game because of us. Sent him down. It wasn't great. It wasn't good for his NHL career, that's for sure. He was supposed to go in the second round of the NHL draft, and he never did. Kind of like a big surprise to everybody. He was a good dude. He was just high-strung, shall we say. When we played baseball against him when we were like little kids, like 7, 8 years old, he was throwing it was throwing Little League World Series. He was throwing 70, 75 miles an hour. And we're all terrified of him. Called him the headhunter. But yeah, he was like a boy among men, or a man among boys at that time. I didn't want to admit to being afraid of him, but I was. I think I might have even begged out of an at-bat by faking an injury. We had the way the field faced around 7 o'clock, 7:30 early in the season. The sun would be going down right between home plate and second base. And I was playing shortstop. And there's kind of like a blocked... I think the ball went to the backstop and bounced straight out. The catcher caught it. And the catcher had a terrible arm. And he threw it way up in the sun. And it came down and hit me in the cheekbone. Knocked me right unconscious. And we were the Blue Jays. And we had these powder blue uniforms. And when I got knocked unconscious, I pissed myself. Had a big ring of piss. Well, they took me right to the hospital right away, so I didn't have to worry about getting laughed at and stuff like that. I didn't really care anyway, but yeah. Concussion, broken cheek. Like, still have a little chunk out of my cheek where the bone really never filled back in. And yeah, pissed myself in front of all my teammates. Ball in the sun. At least I hung in there. I wasn't. I didn't turn my head away and duck away or anything. I was trying to catch the ball. It just came right out of the sun. Boom! Got me right in the cheek. I don't think I came to until like they had lifted me off the field while I was unconscious. I came to either that or I got up and walked and I don't remember. But I came to, I was on the way to the car. I was by a bunch of lawn chairs. That's all I remember. And then the ride to the hospital was a blur. Just in the hospital for like 2 hours, just soaked in my own piss. It's good times. Baseball. What a great game. What a glorious game. I should probably look at winning this game here. What do we got here? So a chance to put this... Ashcraft. put this into motion, this little offensive tweak that we've made. Although I'd rather have Donovan up here to hit and run right now. See? You're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. Berkey's going to cough it up here. That wasn't even Little League. It was the division before Little League. So Grasshopper it was called. Grasshopper. And then my first year of Little League, what's this? My first year of Little League, they have a draft, and the best team from the year before drafted me, and I clearly made the team, but the coach took the neighbor kid, his neighbor, who was terrible, and I had to go back to Grasshopper for another year, which was fine. Because the next year I didn't even bother playing Little League. I just played like baseball. It was just like the politics of it was kind of bullshitish. And baseball is a better game than Little League anyway. Like we were holding runners and taking leads and stealing bases and everything from like 8 years old on. It's important to learn that stuff when you're a kid. You don't want to be like 12 years old and have never had to pitch out of the stretch or, work any of that stuff. The earlier you learn it, the better off you are. Oh, fuck. Well, that was an out, turned into a... Still an out, okay. This will be the one. Single. If I take the lead, I'll get somebody up. It kind of skipped there too, didn't it? Who's the fastest guy you got? Probably my catcher. No, Freeman. Freeman scratches at the dirt. He looks like he's looking to run. He's off. He steals second base. All right, better get who's up here. The Morjan Santillan collaboration. Clearly this calls for is it 80 pages? 258, 247, 251. But clutch and jam, it's clear this calls for 80 pages. Clearly this calls for Wilmer. Oh. Thought I hit the single range. Alright, what do we need here? You're going to play right. You're going to be out of the game. You're going to play first base. You're going to play center field. We need a... Okay, I can move him to left. I think Morhone's... Does it tell you the worms? No. I'm not paying attention. Rambling about things that happened 50 fucking years ago. But maybe the man I am today. Yep. There we go. That ends her. Although Breck pitch good. The line doesn't show it. Kershaw pitched well too. The offense wasn't great. I was just seeing if I could manipulate this for a one-game playoff, but no.